Yo, I'm Bob, totally blind since birth, into Lord of the Rings, going to be taking a look at an action figure from the old ToyBiz toy line. So he comes from a 3-pack of Ringwraiths. You get a run-of-the-mill Ringwraith, which we already took a look at. You get Twilight Ringwraith, we'll be taking a look at him shortly on this channel. And you get this guy, they label him as the Witch King Ringwraith. I do like his design, I like the rubbery robes. For some reason, his sleeves on his robes, they're made out of a hard plastic. His left hand cannot be rotated. It is in a permanent grabbing or reaching pose. He's after Frodo there, I guess. He's got his Morgul blade in his right hand. He's got a scabbard on his left side there. He's got a little sheath for his Morgul blade. Probably not going to be able to see that very well. It's hidden in his robes. So the Ringwraith we took a look at, he had a rubbery armor sculpted there on his legs so he could ride a steed, a horse, or a fell beast. So Witch King Ringwraith, ToyBiz actually sculpted some hard plastic armor for his legs. That's pretty cool, I think. He also has an action feature, of course. You can push a button on his back. Doesn't really work that well, but he kind of lunges. Let's see if I can get him to do it here. He's just waving. He doesn't really want to stab anybody today. And his blade, it's got an action feature. It retracts into the handle if you try to stab another action figure. It's supposed to look like you're stabbing Frodo. I've tried 3 or 4 takes with him. I can't get the 2 on camera for Frodo to be stabbed. That's fine with me, though. Hobbit doesn't need to be any more traumatized than he already was by being stabbed by a faceless entity here. Let's see here. So Witchy Poo's also got a sword. Mine came out of the 3-pack, all warped. I've tried to straighten it out as best I can. He was, I think, included with it when it was in the scabbard, or was he posed with it? I can't remember. But yeah, it came out pretty warped. So I guess his fell beast, Francine, she mangled the metal on this sword. She was feeling a bit peckish. So I guess he's got to get a new sword at some point. So if you're buying that 3-pack of Ringwraiths, if you find one at a reasonable price, please be aware that the weapons could be warped with the action figures that are posed in that 3-pack. So this may look like the exact same action figure, but this guy, he's actually a single-carded version of Witch King Ringwraith. I think he came out of what fans have come to dub as the Half Moon packaging. So his sleeves are going to be a bit more rubbery, but that's okay. That really doesn't bother me. And he's actually got a different pose there on his left hand. That can't be rotated or anything like that. That's okay though. He's got his palm up. You can rotate his right hand just a little bit. Kind of moves a little bit. It's pretty tight in the joint there, and I do like that. If memory serves correctly, when I opened the single-carded Witch King, his weapons were packed beside him in the package. He wasn't holding either of them; they were just packed straight up and down in the package. So he came with a nice non-warped sword, and his Morgul blade wasn't bent at all. He wasn't posed with the weapons, so if you're wanting a Ringwraith that can serve as either a Witch King or a run-of-the-mill Ringwraith, since all these guys look like they're interchangeable in Fellowship of the Ring, I would go for the single-carded Witch King Ringwraith if you're wanting the Fellowship version. You might stand a better chance of receiving weapons that aren't going to be warped on you, since they were packed beside him, and he's not posed with them. He doesn't have it going at an angle in the package or anything like that. They weren't tied in with the wires or anything. Mine weren't. They were just taped in there. So yeah, if you're wanting a Witch King, and if you don't like warped weapons, try to find the single carded version of the Witch King there. So yeah, that's the single carded version. And this is the version from the 3-pack. I doubt there's any difference at all. Sans the difference in the hand, the left hand there. This guy just has a differently posed hand, I guess. So next time we will be taking a look at the Twilight Ringwraith. He's one of my favorite action figures. I like the way he turned out. So be here for that, and I'll hear you then.